check those Ah, here's my... Yes, Now, I'll be making the whole procedure...
Did I not just say?
You know I'm just giving... Besides... Of course.
6.
All I'm saying is that... Now... Don't worry. Bye. All right. Let's get this party started. Finally up. The operation was a success, obviously. Once you're able to refocus, let me know how you're doing.
Warning. This unit is not suited for addressing mental health concerns.
So, how are you feeling? You look good? That's exactly what we want. Just a couple quick notes before using the internal neuroamp. First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation. Great. Now let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has graciously volunteered for science, he says. That's the spirit. DeMarcus loves being hands-on and experiencing things on his own. It's probably why he's the second most published scientist here, after me. Just head up the stairs nearby to the observation deck.
I am not permitted to perform medical practices without human oversight.
The neuroamp division, though, obviously.
Ah, so that's why there are so many other guards on this floor.
Yeah, management's gotten pretty paranoid about corporate spies lately. If anyone else got their hands on our neuroamp technology, I'm sure the execs would use it.
god, that was incredible. What was it like?
Wow. How to describe it? 1 minute I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought.
So what
It felt eerily natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself under constant surveillance now.
this for?
I'm curious
Yeah,
if any other
management's
side
gotten
effects
pretty
made
paranoid about
manifest.
corporate spies lately. If anyone else got their hands on neuro and technology, I'm sure the execs.
So, tell me all about it. Yes! Good.
I heard. It really was fascinating how it's truly remarkable. When it comes to your job, besides, the neuroamp isn't total control. If a subject's morals or beliefs in something are strong enough, we still see points of failure. That being said, it's been interesting to discover the actions our subjects sanction in their own minds.
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details and potential of this amazing piece of technology I created, Masako wants to see you. It sounds like you have an assignment to complete, and Marcus and I have.
Mina say Masako wants to see you.
The steel could be.
They know how to make a client feel welcome up here.
Good, you're here. Now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuroamp, it's time to put that tech to work. We're sending you into Infinity Ltd. Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly why you don't steal from Ryujin Industries. And wish he shall, every day, while he rots away in prison. All right. Yuko has provided a layout of Infinity Ltd. You have 2 options for this assignment. We'll be providing you with the means for both. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you. Just hope those acting skills don't get you caught or killed. Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find yourself in the maintenance hallway or the marketing department. From there, you have 3 targets. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. Second is Faye Sengsavan's computer, in research and development. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are working on, also in R&D.
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse, so I hope you're prepared for an adventure.
Any mercenary or disgruntled worker can go shoot a place up. You're a Ryujin operative. Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Faye's computers. I'll let her explain the details.
You see, once we expose Infinity Ltd, all of their data is going to come under intense scrutiny. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials, but Project Dominion needs to remain confidential. I've created an overseer program that will gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time delete anything relating to Ryujin and the internal neuroamp. Exactly. And what the public doesn't know doesn't hurt them. Now, we don't want to mess on this one. A body count will only distract from what we're trying to accomplish here. Simon Rychek provided some useful info on how to evacuate civilians from the building, I'm sure you remember him from Sidonia. Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only a matter of time before pressure gauges go once that pressure... Simon was able to get a passcode for you to... I'd highly advise you use it. This assignment isn't the time to test your ability. The only thing you're out there... We're also issuing you an operative. It should help reduce their ability to detect. These suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks, but we want to reduce it. And that's what we're hoping for.
Once you've run the Overseer program and obtained the prototype, your final step is to deliver the slate to David Barron at the SSNN field office. If he asks questions, feel free to give him... SSNN is used to anonymous tips. They'll do whatever verifications they deem necessary on their own to confirm the story. It certainly will, and we'll have front row seats. So, any final questions before you go? Good luck, and be sure to report directly back to me when you return.
Here's Simon's passcode, your operative suit, the Overseer program, and your cover identity. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access, so that's your ticket in, either way. Don't screw this up, Skylar Lumen.
Do you have the program? I'm certain Ularu won't pass up this opportunity. So, let's take a look. Aha! The decryption's hit a snag. There's definitely something here. This is exactly what we needed. According to this code, Ularu intended to plant false evidence that would show Masako was working with Lucas. The moment you launched the Overseer program, a series of fabricated communication files would have been uploaded to the Infinity Ltd network. One of them even frames Masako for encouraging Lucas to push for early human trials. I'm going to copy the necessary files off this slate and issue you a new one. I want to keep this one intact, so Ularu can't dispute it. All right. Now, we finally have the evidence we need to prove Ularu's guilt. Yes, and had you not brought this program to me in the first place, you would have been the one planting the false evidence. Without that falsified evidence, Ularu is in for a big surprise. I fully expect she'll be eagerly awaiting SSNN's broadcast, anticipating Masako to be accused alongside Lucas Drexler. Here's the new slate with the revised Overseer program. Let's get this assignment finished the right way.
to Infinity Ltd's corporate headquarters. Hello. Did you have an appointment with us today? Ah, yes. From Lumen Interactive. The elevator here will take you to... Once you arrive, you'll want to talk to Ellis Ortiz. He's the receptionist there and will be happy to help you.
Welcome to Infinity Ltd's marketing department. Desi notify me that you're partying. Make yourself comfortable. I'll go notify Miss Hart that you're here. Feel free to use any of the facilities on the floor while you wait. The break room and bathrooms are just around the corner.
Can I help you? Well, I'll be the judge of that. What's this so-called story about? Corporate greed claims victims once more. And you have evidence to support this claim. Good. The less investigation we need to put into this, the faster I can prepare the broadcast. I don't suppose you want to tell me how you got this evidence. I figured as much. Is there at least a name I can cite as my source? Why am I not surprised? As long as the evidence is adequate and verifiable, I expect it'll be aired within the hour, if not sooner. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I believe you were specifically told that we did not want a body count. A poor excuse. All the tools at your disposal. I hope you at least attempted. And yet not useful enough to avoid. Still, it's good to... So now it's just a waiting game? Once the story... Go ahead, Maeve.
The SSNN broadcast has started. Shall I patch it through?
Thank you.
The murders are believed to be linked to a new investigation, where Drexler would have been accused of numerous violations, including murder for hire, unauthorized human trials, and corporate theft. Authorities representing the UC and the Freestar Collective have been dispatched to a consolidated mining station and the clinic. Both locations are believed to hold numerous victims. Drexler's motivation appears to be an attempt to launch a new product based off stolen information from a competitor. The details on the project itself and the competitor have yet to be confirmed. This has been David Barron for SSNN.
Perfect. This exposure puts Infinity right where we want them. The meeting will begin momentarily, but I want you to discuss... Infinity's net worth is about to hit rock bottom. So this gives us the opportunity to win a little more public faith. Quite right. The truth is, we'll be making evaluation. By incorporating Infinity, we eliminate a competitor, get their best employees and contracts, all while boosting our public perception. That's certainly our hope. Any employee with us, which is why I'd like you to talk to the board to convince them. There are several who might disagree, and you have the perfect tool to help sway them. Good. You'll find most of the board members in their offices preparing. We'll need at least 50% of the vote to go our way. In the event of a tie, I will make the final decision. I trust you'll get it done.
Is Masako checking up on me? And I don't... Look, I know Masako sent you. She knows I want this deal as much as she does. We just need to grab Infinity Ltd. I'm all about free... You know, you're right. There's real... If any of those ghosts come to haunt... Well, yeah. Of course. But unlike Alex, we do it every day. You're preaching to the choir. In fact, well, it seems you're...
Just the person I wanted to see. Good. I prefer... You've had the chance to... Do you think they're worth redemption? Saving the jobs of thousands is all... It's a financial burden. This is true. Getting what few... Next question. What is your opinion? Any insight into what made it? Being prepared for anything is a great... I appreciate the... It's the next big step for me. There's no doubt. This has been rather enlightening for me.
And how's my favorite patient? That's great. One step closer to... So, tell me what... I'd be the next rate. How amazing would that be? So the next question is... That's what I'm hoping for. Well, this has certainly been the most... All we can do now...
If you need something, make it quick. Not much to discuss there. I believe All right, I could use a certain amount of Definitely a... Talent like yours. Are you trying to add to my stress? First off, if I find out you use that device on... Second, that tech... I'll do whatever I... In an ideal situation? Masako is lucky to have you at her. You may be the... This exchange is...
This meeting should prove... I assume Masako briefed... That blasted tech. If it were up to me, I'd have shot. I knew it was a grave... My first. Plus, if we vote to acquire Infinity Ltd., we're about to add a significant workload onto my team. The last thing I want to deal with. I imagine we're looking at I only hope that Now, if you'll excuse me, we'll be announcing...
Did Masako send you to try and convince me to acquire? If I wanted to be difficult, I could make this much harder on you. But no, this is more than just some petty ploy. The internal neuroamp gives us the power to crush our competitors, not take them under our... This is exactly why Masako's time as CEO is finished. Throwing your competitor a lifeline when they're about to crash and burn hardly seems wrong. Well, it does make Ryujin. You're oddly right about this one. As long as everyone has Ryujin's best... I can only imagine. We'd almost... Now, if you'll excuse me...
All right, everyone. As you all know, we've successfully exposed Infinity Ltd's botched human trials and murder for hire through SSNN. The public is demanding their leadership, namely Lucas Drexler, face trial. And he's probably right. Ryujin will be launching a statement, but I believe now...
Believe it or not, I agree. The acquisition has risks, and it's going to create a lot of work for all of us. But the overall payoff will be worth it.
That and Infinity Ltd's current situation makes them more affordable than ever.
Arguments?
Acquiring Infinity Ltd.
I think what we're... Yes, our security was compromised. But considering Dalton was hired by Masako... In fact, I propose that...
Ularu, this isn't a line you want to cross.
And considering you're the mole, if anyone's going to be removed from power, it's going to be you.
Hold up. Are you saying you lied to us?
Dalton, the last meeting we had, you distinctly said Imogene was the mole, and she'd been dealt with.
Do you even have any proof to back up this outrageous claim?
Of course we do. The malicious code you hid on this slate to upload incriminating evidence against Masako onto Lucas Drexler's computer.
To put it bluntly, Ularu, you're fired. Security will hold you in your office until a proper exit interview can be done.
This isn't right. I should at least have the opportunity to resign.
And allow you to still be marketable to a competitor? I don't think so. This may be news to me, and I will be reviewing the evidence closely. But this isn't something you just get to walk away from.
Security, escort Miss Chen to her office and see that she stays put.
You'll regret this. All of you.
I believe the only regret would be trusting you to begin with.
All right. back to business. All in favor of acquiring Infinity Ltd?
Aye.
All against?
Nay.
Good. Alexis, start drawing up the necessary documentation. Anyone have anything else they'd like to bring up? If there's nothing else, I'll be following up with... So, Infinity Ltd learned a lesson the hard way, and we exposed the traitor among us. You've proven yourself to be quite the asset here at Ryujin. I suppose it is. Gratitude isn't something you typically hear these days in the corporate world. I truly appreciate the work you put into exposing Ularu. No operative has ever. I can imagine it may have been... I hope that enthusiasm sticks with you for the foreseeable future. Imogene's instincts were right about you. Now, as promised, I have your bonus. And I'm promoting you to... And also your opinion. As for the details, I think someone back on the operations floor would prefer to...
Certainly shaken things up. I still can't believe Ularu tried to frame me. An obvious... But now that's all in the past. And I'd say it's good to be back if I hadn't returned to a mountain of paperwork. Now, since you were new, you've been dealing with people, but most of our assignments are generated on the mission board. The board holds any available assignments that our techs have pieced together, and I've approved. Good. The mission board is generally With your promotion, you've earned yourself an office, so whenever you're ready, you can find your own personal mission board and the best perk of them all, you're free to make your own hours. Oh, and you certainly will. Go check out the board, and if you have any questions...